Well, they say summer's come, but it's still cold. Flowers are out, but a bit further north we've got snow. The dogwood is sort of chucking out little green leaves, and the willows have turned green. So, it's time I was back in the shed. Hi, for those who watch these on a regular basis, I'm sorry about the delay. I've been away working. I've been there. Where have I been? Zurich, oh yeah, and Cape Town. When I came back from there, I've been in hospital. Yeah. In fact, I just escaped last night, and I thought I'd tootle off down to the shed and have a chat with you. Only got a bit of a headache now, so let's hope that's all over with. Alright, what should we talk about today? I was looking at the creek when I came up here, and I can't swim. Which reminds me, when I was at school, you kind of had to... I went to Sir William Turner's Grammar School, you know, in Cotham, Redcar, and you had to swim. You had to get this certificate thing. So, and the only way I could do it was if I dropped in on one side, which I did. I dropped down to the bottom, let my knees bend, and then I jumped forward like that, and then sank again, because that's what I can do. I can sink. In fact, early in my life, I used to win bets by laying on the bottom of a swimming pool. Or you know that bit where you roll on the top, you curl up into a ball and you roll on the top, and I used to roll along the bottom, and it's called negative buoyancy. And my dad had it, and my brother's got it as well. I think it's something to do with the weight of my brain. That's what I tell the public. But when I was a kid, I found this thing, and it was in the back of a newspaper. Sunday newspapers used to have lots of little adverts in for all sorts of novelty ideas. I don't know whether they still do, because I don't buy newspapers anymore. They changed over the years, and they lie and they distort and they alter the news and all that jazz, so I don't believe them, so I don't buy them. But this little advert was a secret swimming aid. Wow! I thought that would be the answer, so I saved my pocket money up and I sent it all off. Never told my mum and dad. Sat on the step waiting for the postman. When the parcel arrived, it was only about this big, the parcel, but it was secreted into the house. Now this secret swimming aid, I don't know when he invented it. I know for certain he never tried it, I'll tell you that later, but it was a lovely idea gone wrong. It might have been secret. Oh, sorry about this. Now, where was I before the phone rang? Sorry about that. Oh yes, now it might have been secret in Victorian times, this swimming aid, but certainly not in my youth, when swimsuits had got smaller. In Victorian times they were striped, weren't they, from here to below the knee, like a skin-tight thing. But we had developed, you know, oh yes, now we just wore a short piece across our parts. And what happened was, this thing was from halfway down my thigh, I suppose, to just under me boobies, and it was a black rubber tube, and inside that, well, it's like a cylinder, you pulled it on, and then inside it, it went like that. There was this long black rubber tube which had a mouthpiece that tucked in here, and a non-release valve in the back. You had to pull the valve out to let the air out. Well, I went down to the beach. Now the byline on this secret swimming aid was, your friends will never know. Well, if they were blind they would never know, but you had to tuck this thing down inside your trunks, you see, and up your legs like that. And so I was a skinny kid, and then all around my groin area I was huge. Well, it pays to advertise, I suppose. Anyway, I walked out into the North Sea. Now, for those who have never visited it, the North Sea is not very warm. The North Sea is freezing, and I'm talking in the summertime. So I walked out, and I eventually got to the bit where you really do, and I got past that, and then the iciness creeps up to your belly button, and I turned my back on the beach, because your friends will never know, you see, so you face away from them. You pull the rubber tube up and you go nobody looking. Under the water there's a most peculiar feeling. the rubber tube starts to expand and it goes bloop, 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 down your legs. Nobody looking. Now this fella, as I say, who invented this, had never worn it because there comes a moment when the waves are rolling in, I'm still blowing, and my bum, my tush, my backside, my ass, whatever you want to call it, suddenly flips up in the air. I won't show you, it's not a pretty sight, and I flip up. Now I'm bobbing head down in the water and try to get back upright, but I can't because I've got a life belt around my backside. So I'm boom, 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 head down, and I'm fighting like hell. Unfortunately, a wave came in, or I wouldn't be telling this, and rolled me onto my feet. And I pushed up, scrabbling for the release valve around the back. Your friends will never know. Oh, they will. Because when you release this thing, it looks as though you've had beans for dinner the night before. Didn't I put that politely? Bloop, 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 bloop. Up it comes out of the back of your costume like this as you head for the beach. So as I'm heading for the beach, I'm pulling this rubber tube up from inside. Goodness knows what my friends thought I was doing under the water, pulling away there. And I'm pulling it up, and eventually I release it. And as far as I know, somewhere in the North Sea, there's a fish still wearing it.